So what I'm hearing on the record is an extremely bright tone that has a ton of compression but not much gain. The live version of that song has a lot more gain, but I'm trying to recreate the studio version, and there the gain appears, at least to me, very low. What Gilmour is playing in both the studio and the live version is his 1955 Esquire Telecaster, so it's a good idea to use a Telecaster to trying to create the sound. And I am having a Vormus Telecaster that I put together. It's a very nice guitar. It has 51 custom shop no-caster pickups, so that should be a fairly good choice for a traditional Teletone. Secondly, the amps. Of course, Gilmour is known to play high watt amps that are clean amps with a strong mid-range presence, and I don't have a high watt, but I have a Morgan SW50R amp that is a clean amp with a very strong mid-range presence, so it's not scooped at all. And what I learned from Gilmourish.com is that on the tour Gilmour ran his amps close to breakup, so that is what I'm doing too here. The Morgan would be insanely loud, so I'm taming it with a Fryette power station to get it down to bedroom volume. And I'm running a second amp, so I'm running my pedal board in stereo, and the second amp, that is my trusted twin reverb that I run on the vibrato channel with the bright switch on and very low volume, so it doesn't break up at all, but it does fill out the top end that the Morgan leaves open. So let's take a little look and just hear those amps one after the other without any pedals. So that was the Morgan amp, and now let's hear the twin. So that was the twin reverb, and it is very low in the mix. Now let's try to start recreating the tone. So I'm running stereo pedals, and the first two of them are the Hall of Fame that I use on a plate reverb and the flashback delay that I use on a very short delay with very few feedback, so it just creates a little bit, it just fills the tone out a bit. So this is how it sounds. So now these are the sounds of both amps together. Now the first thing that I add is a very strong compressor, and that compressor on my setup is the TC Electronics Hypergravity, and I have cranked the attack way up, and it also creates a bit of a volume push here. So this is how it sounds now. Now, of course, the most important pedal when it comes to Gilmour tones is his tube driver. And I don't have a tube driver, but I have a Buffalo TDX that is modeled after a tube driver. And I'm setting it with gain very low and the treble way cranked. The low frequency is a bit attenuated, and now it sounds like this. Okay, that starts to sound a little bit like the record, at least in my opinion, but it's a bit harsh, and it is lacking something, and I think it's lacking delay. And so I'm putting on the Belle Epoch, and the Belle Epoch is designed after an Echoplex, and it's designed to go before drive. And I'm running it with very few repeats, the flutter very low, and feedback very low, and now it sounds like... Okay, I think that sounds good, but there is a little something that is missing in my opinion, and that little something is a bit of modulation, and I'm getting that modulation by running a Helix phaser, and I'm running it very low in the mix, and I think that gets me pretty much to the tone I want. Okay, so I hope you like the tone. I definitely like it. It's a tone that's way brighter than I would normally use it. And I hope you had a little fun watching that video, and I see you again for another video.